Merry Christmas to you. It's time to get casually uncomfortable. News Edition with your host, Chuck Jerome. Viewer discretion is advised. What is happening? What's going on, everybody? We got one more week of the year. But before we get there, Christmas is tomorrow. This is Christmas Eve. And it is also going to be the eve of destruction. Because the news, everybody is losing right now. Any which way you decide to look at it, we're all fucking losers. And I'm not going to shy away from it because we're fucked. So I'm just going to get into it. So the first article is, a two-parter about a pair of losers. Did anybody see that Jake Paul fight with Anthony Joshua? Where apparently old Joshua went off script and rocked Jake Paul's shit. Broke his jaw, fucked him up. That is exactly what should have happened at the Mike Tyson fight. I don't care what you say. Look. Apparently, Jake Paul's people, the MVP promotion company is planning on taking legal action against people and critics and, any individual who is saying that the recent fight was fixed. First of all, I don't know if you can, legally do that. It's called freedom of speech. But then again, we don't really have that anymore. Uncle Donnie said, shut the fuck up. But listen, it had to be. There's no way it wasn't scripted. Fuck you. Because, listen, everybody saw the Mike Tyson fight and everybody was scratching their heads like what? There ain't no way. This man is a menace, even in his old age. But you know what he did? He followed the script because he knew Jake Paul would be dead. He would have murdered him right there in the ring. And apparently Anthony Joshua said, you know what? We're fighting. You want to talk all your shit and act like a fighter? Then fight, motherfucker. Ba-boom! Hit him with a fucking 3-piece and a biscuit. Blip, blop, blow. Fucked his day up. And I guarantee somehow that was in the contract. Please don't knock me out. Ooh, I got stuff to do. Now you're going to be sipping soup for Christmas. And some Jell-O. And then there was another fight. Andrew Tate, the man's man. I don't like people like that. You know what? I really don't. It's too much. It's over the top. We get it. You got a couple muscles. But apparently that don't mean shit because he had a fight also and he lost. But you know what he did? He outright made excuses. Oh, I'm just coming back from fighting. I haven't fought in a long time. Oh, the guy was younger than me. He was a heavier opponent. Okay, motherfucker, you said you could whoop his ass. You talked about it for a while. to lead up to a fight that you fucking lose. You're not just going to come back after a few years and everything's going to be okay. Motherfucker, you're old. Sit down, shut the fuck up. And it wasn't, oh, it was a good fight, this, that, and the other. He did a great job. No. Listen, I've done this for a while. He was bigger than me. Bitch, you knew that going into it. You knew that when you started talking shit. I saw some videos of when they were doing like the press release, when they stand in front of each other and fucking throw up a fist. Well, the dude that Tate was going to fight, he did a little pump fake. And guess who bit Tate? He flinched. That's how you knew shit was going to go wrong. He flinched at the little press junket. Like, what? That's when I knew he's a little bitch. But he does all these videos about being a man. Good job, bitch. You're a real man. I just thought that's funny. Two people that just talk the most shit that don't know how to fight. What did he? Oh, I took kickboxing. Doesn't matter. Apparently, none of the skills taken from kickboxing helped you. I know it was a boxing match, but sorry. Got your ass whooped. I just hate those kind of dudes. Oh, I'm a man. I'm going to whoop your ass. And then when it's time for the get down, you can't get down. I'm cool with fighting. I'd love to get into a little scrap here and there. Am I going to win? I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go. Truly, I don't just go around fighting motherfuckers. But also, I don't go around just talking shit. But I will talk about an incident that happened on Monday. But I'll save that for the Monday edition of the show because it's wild. I was threatened. My life was threatened. But we're not going to get into that here because all of our lives are threatened because of the motherfuckers that I'm going to continue talking about. But yeah, like I don't like them macho men online talking about who they're going to beat up. You're a bitch. If you got to talk about it so much, you're a bitch. I'm going to whoop your ass. Shut up, bitch. That's how that should go. And I'd love for one of these motherfuckers to be like, oh, well, you're a little short fat fuck. Yes, I am. And guess what? I'll fucking headbutt you, bitch. Back up. Hate that shit. And I know people that love Andrew Tate. When I see his shit, I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. If you're not making 16 fucking figures. Okay. All right. Then you're not a real man. Well, you put your manliness on display and you failed miserably. So go sit down somewhere. All right, I'm done talking about these little bitches. Let's move on. And here we go again. We're going to get on and talk about Trump's America because, dude, I am terrified with the next 3 years. I don't know. So now Trump is planning on changing the name of the Kennedy Center to the Trump Kennedy Center. I didn't know that living presidents can have shit like that. I thought you had to be dead to get shit named after you. Or if you're not dead, you get a library. Once your term ends, they give you a little fucking library somewhere in the United States. Yeah, I don't. I'm worried. And still, We have not even made it through the first year. I saw a picture of what the renaming would kind of look like. And I said, wow, AI is getting out of control. Trump is fucking around with AI too much. Nope. That is real. That is real. They said he was elected chair by the newly constituted board in February by the motherfuckers he handpicked. Get ready. We're going to, instead of DC, it's going to be called TC. He's going to change everything in the nation's capital. Trump capital. Shit. Man, this, like, let this reality set in because it doesn't feel real. I'm just wondering what grand idea he's going to have on Christmas, after Christmas. By the time we get to next Wednesday, when I do this news edition, what the fuck is going to happen? Stay tuned next week on Casually Uncomfortable News Edition. Because we are fucked. And then I thought, hey, here's another AI video with Uncle Donnie talking about some kind of Patriot games. And as soon as I saw that, and I read what was going on, a 4-day competition that will feature athletes from each state and territory to take place in the fall of 2026 as part of the 250th celebration of the United States. One young man and one young woman from each state and territory. This is the fucking Hunger Games. He has created a real-life Hunger Games. And it's not a joke. And then first of all, with all this Epstein shit and Trump being involved with it, I wouldn't have my motherfucking kids around this nasty fuck. No way. Absolutely not. But guess what? We will soon find out how the drawing and all that shit will be, how you got to sign up to do this. I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm scared. How many people do you think are probably going to, die from this? Because there can only be one male winner and one female winner. And then they'll just keep this going forever. So get ready for this. And everybody is going to tune in. And this, honestly, this could be some way for Trump to, get all these adolescents together so he can look at them. You don't know. Motherfucker was on the list. He's in the shit. They're trying to erase his name, but you can't. You can't completely erase evil. You understand what I'm saying? Evil is evil. And we are living in evil because it's about to get fucking nasty. So get ready for fall of 2026. So over the past weekend, there was a Turning Point USA event where this is crazy, just even saying this. They had a replica tent where Charlie Kirk was shot that you could go and take pictures and selfies in this tent. What the fuck? Just to make a quick buck. This, like, what? This is what we're living in. The selfie age. Let's take a selfie anywhere that there was something good, something absolutely horrible. Oh, we're going to call our friends. Get them over here because we need pictures. That's fucking disgusting. I guess that's how some people mourn. Doesn't even sound real. I don't even want to know what the price of a ticket was to get into this event. Probably just something astronomical. And because evil is evil, guess what? It will support evil. So those people paid that money. And I'm going to be honest with you. All the shit that dude talked about, a lot of it did not seem very positive. Most of it didn't seem very positive. Now, I'm not going to go back and listen to any of his conversations, but the shit that I saw, the clips that I saw, no. And you're like, oh, Chuck, it's just clips. Yeah. It's a portion of what this motherfucker was saying. And he wasn't up there telling jokes. Like I have been on Pandora and listened and heard a joke, but it didn't start from the beginning. It started at the middle of the joke. Now, that actually happened with, what's his name? Louis C.K. It was a joke. It was the middle of the joke, and he just started throwing out the N-word. Now, I didn't hear the full joke, but I was like, what the fuck? Like, it wasn't even, it was the hard R. Hard. And he, I was like, damn, okay. Yeah. But then I also didn't like him already because that's the same motherfucker that would, and he said he did. He would jerk off in front of women. Hey, come on back to my room. And they'd come back to the room and he'd have his dick in his hands. And excuse me, I said his hands, which would imply that he had a big old thing. But if you got a big old thing, you ain't going to be doing weird, nasty shit like that. So he had it in his hand or between his pointer and thumb, something like that. But, yeah, like, I didn't like him because of that. And then you add that joke where I came in at the middle, didn't help. But then I listened to the joke, and then it still didn't, like, why? Why do you got to say the N-word, dude? Go on about your day. You're not funny. You're not. And then people were like, we're going to bring him back. He's a good comedian. That's the other thing. You weren't that fucking funny. I never said, oh, let me go out and see a Louis C.K. concert or go to a venue. No, never. That's always the motherfucker that I didn't like. So, but back to this. Yeah, there was a fucking tent put up to replicate where the dude was shot. And people came in and for selfies. It was probably $30 a selfie. I guarantee it. And then at the same event, Erica Kirk was joined on stage with Nicki Minaj. There's no amount of money that would get me up on that stage with any of those monsters. And that's what people are thinking. Why is Nicki Minaj up there? Yeah, she made some friends here and there, but in the current climate, I would not be up there trying to save face. Like, oh, she's a great human being. She might be, but that motherfucker she was married to wasn't so much. Nor is the bullshit that he talked about. And then now, the bullshit she's talking about, I'm watching videos, motherfuckers are like, no, you said this, then you said this, then you did this maybe a year before you got with Charlie. And then I'm like, oh, shit. These motherfuckers can't even keep their stories straight. Talk about sticking to the script. Nobody is. Once that money is flowing, you know why? Because evil is evil. And I knew this before, she started dealing with the turning point and all that bullshit. Nicki Minaj's husband is a sex offender. Why would you get with someone who you knew was a sex offender? And let's say you didn't know. You find out, why are you still with them? Get the fuck away from me. What the what? And then now this is the age of technology. You can find out whatever the fuck you want. And people have, and they've known, and now they see the bullshit. Like, listen, a person of color should not be up on any of those stages because in reality, they don't give a fuck about you. And they have made that clear loudly and quietly. But nobody seems to understand that. It's not going to be in your face. I mean, soon it will be, because once Trump completely takes over, he ain't going to give a fuck. Look at how he's already talked. All these people are fucking connected. If you did even a 20-minute Google search, fucking 6 degrees of separation type bullshit, they're all fucking mingled and mixed together. So that's your fucking fault. But people are starting to see it, and she lost almost 10 million followers on Instagram. And again, I said this is the technological age where you can find and do a lot with the fucking phone in your hand. And people feed off of their followers. How many they have, how many they don't have. Oh my goodness, I need more. 10 million. That's a lot of motherfuckers who saying, ugh, bitch. So that's where we're at. That is completely where we're at. And I'm ready because there's not going to be a shortage of news for the next 4 years, 3 years, 8 years, 7 years. How many years he's going to keep himself elected? He's probably figuring out a way to keep himself alive forever. Soon we're going to move into the Futurama talking heads in a fucking fishbowl. Get ready. And I think I'm going to calm down and get ready to enjoy Christmas. Take a second to step away from reality, enjoy my friends and family. So I think you should do the same thing. I'm going to get out of here. Merry Christmas. Everyone, please be safe, have fun, do your thing. Just take the 24 hours of Christmas and live your life. If you don't want to do anything, don't fucking do it. All right? That'll be your gift to yourself. Cool? Cool. Don't forget Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Casually Uncomfortable, Twitter at Casually Unchuck. Let your friends know. Peace. Merry Christmas. I'll see y'all next week.